Well, I think the fact that he was a custodian,
Working late at night, as I understood, and cleaning toilets.
somebody who has an aspiration to do something and is willing to do whatever it takes to do it.
It's what's necessary to get there.
And what's really behind the line is that passion.
First of all, I think Martin's a fairly modest person and did really beautiful work. He was a student at SC, I think, during the Cal Straub years, and started his work as more or less a post and beam architect. He was just more of a quiet person, but a person who did things.
He was approachable.
He's ambitious, but not ambitious in the overt way.
He's a practitioner, he's an instructor, and he's an advocate.
And I first met Martin when he worked with Bernard Zimmerman on most of the programs, and he was always sort of the person in the back, seemingly doing a lot of the work.
Martin has believed in really a kind of universal quality of how architecture addresses human need.
In terms of designing for residents like herself, somebody where you want to build a home, he was very focused on what we wanted.
So what does it mean to have a close design involvement with projects? Well, it means that you're hands-on.
I think it's the notion of sharing design and that it can make a better built environment and a better community and make people's lives better.
Design for them what they want and then allow the art and the architecture to be the shell that encompasses that living experience.
I completely agree with Martin on that it's about the hands-on experience. That is being an architect.
He's always teaching or educating or sharing.
I think his experience and his passion and that he brings that to young people and is able to communicate it in a way because he has his commitment and he spends the time that's necessary to really convey that.
I refer to Martin as my first architectural father. I think the biggest influence Martin's had is his compassion. It was his inspiration as an instructor that inspired me. I realized that the attributes I obtained as a young architect and a student prepared me for a bigger public service as a city councilman and the mayor of Crescent City.
He was a unique teacher. When he would come to class and wear some of the brighter colors or things and was totally comfortable with what he was doing, he was willing to get on the edge. And I totally enjoyed that and wanted to go to the edge. Hello, my name's Miguel de la Mora. In order to catch all the attention from all these students, Martin would tell them that I was showing up and that we were going to have a presentation. All this is put together and we start making an architectural presentation with a motorcycle. There are instructors that live what they are teaching. Martin happens to be one of those.
I think Martin's driving philosophies are technology and the arts and the marriage of the two concepts. It's present in his everyday life.
His comment about, architecture is art and technology, it fits.
I think his own house is an excellent house.
This house is his masterpiece, and for us, it's achieved everything we want. I'm sorry I'm so passionate about my home, but I have to be honest.
Architecture, in essence, is actually a form of knowledge. It is really education.
Martin felt like your success was part of his success. He had an incredible amount of patience. So you can imagine all the students that have come through his class, that he's informed, and whether they're practicing architecture or not, he's still in touch with them, and it's pretty wonderful, actually. He really cared about teaching.
And later on in his career, when he becomes so generous in returning that mentorship back to younger practitioners and students through his AIA work, through his community leadership, and through his teaching.
So all of these were important contributions.
We all know the saying, behind every great man is a great woman. There's been a lot of lonely nights for Michelle, or sacrifices, because Martin was doing what he was made to do, and she recognized that and has been unbelievably supportive for a lifetime. And then they share the whole concept and notion of art and architecture, and it's present in their home and in their being, how they live and how they share life with other people.
I think this is wonderful that he's getting this award. I'm very excited for Martin. It's well deserved.
Not only do you deserve it, but everyone that is around you knows that you've already had that award.
It's a really big deal, and that's what I would say. It's a really wonderful deal for Martin, and I'm very, very happy for him.
Martin, great job. I love you. Get back here for dinner. Thanks for everything. You've done a great job. You've made our lives much fuller from what you've done.
The story is really how what he's passionate about then became his pursuit of life.
Well, that's really Martin. I would say that he is a Trojan through and through, no doubt about it.